I can't read at all. Anyway, welcome back to 3M channel. Now today we're still continuing our trend, the Auto Legends of USSR trend. We're going to continue the consideration of cars made in modern territory of Ukraine. Now, before we're going to get to the review and facts about this car, we want to talk about the little controversy it had. Is it copied or not? The comparison of Soviet cars with foreign ones has always caused a lot of controversy. For example, like what did Soviet designers and engineers borrow from foreigners, and what did they come up with? The topic is hot so far, and it still is, to this very day. I decided to investigate this on the example of Zaporozhets without undue emotion and as objectively as possible based on facts. The first test subject is the ZAZ 965, a landmark car for the country. Zaporozhets designed in the late 1950s, the joint efforts of NAMI and MZMA. In fact, they became the ancestor of the USSR minicar class. As prototypes of the Soviet car, German Volkswagen Cafer, or Beetle, as for normal people call it, and the Italian Fiat 600 are usually commemorated. And in general, this is correct, but ZAZ 965 uses has a engine layout of air cooling system, 4-cylinder. It's a V-shaped. The working volume of 0.76 liters, and it has a power of 23 horsepower. In later versions, it was later modified to 0.9 liters and 27 horsepower, which is quite an upgrade from the previous version. It also has the independent suspension on front, transverse torsion bars, at least at the back. It also has springs at the back, and the type of body it uses it's a carrier body. The Volkswagen Cafer, or Volkswagen Beetle, whatever you want to call it, was made in 1936 and once again upgraded in 1953. This is followed by data from this version. The engine has air cooling, boxer, working volume of 1.1 liters, has the power of 30 horsepower, and it's also all-wheel suspension, independent, and has a torsion bar. At the heart of the Beetle is a trove-shaped with a floor platform. The ZAZ 965 has only completely different design, and it's a carrying body with spars. Anyway, Fiat 600, made in 1955, the engine was in line. It used the 4-cylinder type. It's also water-cooled. The maximum capacity of fuel that it can take is 0.63 liters. It has 21 horsepower, independent suspension, at least in the front, and transverse spring, at least at the back. The body type is carrier. I mean you could just see it straight away. Well, Zaporozhets did borrow its suspension from both foreign prototypes. The front, for example, it used the transverse torsion, like German Volkswagen uses, and the rear, obviously it uses the Italian spring with trailing arms. While Zaporozhets did copy some factors of these cars, it did have its own creation, such as the engine. Zaporozhets' engine only had like a V-shaped type. It's a 4-cylinder and was air-cooled, which means that it has no relation to either the Italian inline fluid motor or the German opposed air vent motor. But though the Fiat 600 undoubtedly did influence not only the body structure of the car, but also the design of the Soviet minicar. This is seen in particular in the interior details, for example the instrument cluster. But though to conclude this little controversy, of course, Zaporozhets would not have turned out so constructively successful without borrowing advanced, at that time, foreign technical solutions adapted by designers and engineers to the capabilities of the domestic industry and to the specific operating conditions. Thanks to the many peaking decisions in the USSR in 1960, a mini car, European level car, appeared quite decent, at least for that time. Now let's get to that little bad boy. Anyway, here's the Zaporozhets, or how do you say, ZAZ 965. Anyway, it kind of looks comedically funny. That isn't like, haha funny, but it's kind of like a clown car type, at least to me. Here's the rear. One thing what's interesting about this car is that it has an engine at the very back, based in the trunk, while the front is pretty much where you load your stuff, your luggages, pretty much. Here's the wheels. Again, they're not like amazing, especially for Soviet roads being not that well constructed and made. Here's the lights. Again, nothing special. It's just casual lights. And if you look closely, it kind of does look like V-shaped, especially the car. The front is kind of like V-shaped. But also one thing what's also unique about this car is the way it opens. You know how normal cars, like when you open a door of a car, it just normal, like it opens to this side, but like it opens that to this side like normal. But that car opens on the back side, which basically means that when you pull the handle and pull the car's door, it'll basically go that side instead of that side, like most cars do. I mean, I think there's some cars that uses this technique, but I don't really know as many. Here's the license plate. Here's the little silver model. Here's the lights, and yeah, I think that's gonna wrap it up for the video. I'm sorry for that full review, but I'm not a mechanic or even an engineer for that matter, so that's probably gonna that's gonna be it for now. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. If you enjoy our content, such as the showcase of Soviet cars, anyway, if you're interested for more, for more of our content and more of these Soviet cars, click the bell if you want to see more of our content. Anyway, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Yeah!